It is time, ladies and gentlemen, for the 2010 8-scale Buggy A final. These drivers have worked for 2 years to get to this moment, and Charlie, it is game on.
World Championships are about to begin. The mechanics are in the pit lane, the drivers are on the stands, and the fans are in the crowd.
It is time for our Neo Buggy drivers' introductions for the 2010 World Championships. We will start with our 12th qualifier from the United States, driving for Team Losi, Adam Drake. Your 11th qualifier from Spain, driving for Team Associated, Robert Battier. 10th qualifier from Germany, driving for LRP, Jorn Neumann. 9th on the grid from the land down under Australia, driving for Mugen, Kyle McBride. 8th qualifier from France, driving for Mugen, Renault Savoia. 7th on the grid from the United States, driving for Hobau, Jeremy Courts. 6th on the starting grid from the United States, driving for Team Associated, Ryan Cavalieri. 5th on the starting grid from the United States, driving for Serpent, Billy Easton. 4th on the grid from the United States, driving for Team Associated, Ryan Mayfield. 3rd on the starting grid from the United States, driving for Kyosho, Jared Tebow. 2nd on the grid from the United States, driving for Kyosho, Cody King. And your top qualifier, starting in 1 position from Japan, driving for Hot Bodies, Atsushi Hara.
Boys and girls, pull up a chair because you are about to witness the 2010 IFMAR 1/8 scale World Championship final event.
You saw the stands are packed with spectators. Everybody very excited for this championship final. The mechanics are there, topping off the fuel tanks, making the last-minute tuning adjustments as the mechanics bring their cars for their drivers to the starting grid.
And we are just moments away. What you'll see is the cars will go what they call down and quiet. And when the flag gets pulled, the mayhem starts.
It is, and let's hope we have a good start. We saw in that second final, or the second semi, it was not a good start. So we're ready to go. These guys trying to top off the tank as these guys are going to get as much fuel in there as they can without flaming them out. These guys are keeping the engines going. You see there on the pole, it's Hara Masayuki with down and quiet, and we are ready to go.
Off and rolling.
It is A-Main World Championship time here in Pattaya City, Thailand. 60 minutes in the future of these guys, and only one of these drivers is going to be crowned your next 8-scale IFMAR World Champion.
Leading them through the first couple corners, your reigning world champion, and starting from the pole, Atsushi Hara.
Second is Cody King. Oh, Hara going a bit wide there, and Cody King quickly makes the pass, takes advantage. Hara sends it in there. He's not holding anything back here on lap 1.
And Mayfield making his presence felt right away, moving to the 2 spot just behind King.
So Cody King looking good here at the start, taking advantage of that little miscue, if you can call that a miscue. Didn't send it to the fence, just a bit wide, giving him an opening. And lap number 1 in the books here for the World Championship. It is Cody King and Ryan Mayfield leading the field all the way down the straightaway.
So at the last World Championships, the guy who led the first lap did not win the race. We'll see if that unfolds here for us this week.
Exactly, kind of that you don't want to win the warm-up or
yeah, exactly.
that curse. But these guys are focused, ready to go, and I think that's the last thing from Cody King's mind. The only thing he's worried about is keeping him off the fence and keeping Mayfield and the rest of the field in his rearview mirror.
60 minutes, a very long race. The track will be changing throughout the run. They've never been on the track for this amount of time kind of consecutively, so it'll be real interesting to see if these guys have to start picking new lines, and Mayfield getting it all kinds of wrong there, now making the pass. Almost.
Now, trying to go over the top as Cody King got it sideways going into that triple-double. And a bit of a lead here on the second lap here as Cody King driving the Orion-powered Kyosho leads the field here on the way down into the big Talladega corner and slides it around, and then the rest of the field behind him as these guys are charging hard.
It's like a pack of angry wild dogs coming behind him there.
Exactly. Oh, there's that double again, catching a couple drivers at Mayfield, and Cody King got it big time wrong.
Looks to be in the 2 spot right now. Is that Courts?
Trying to see if, hard to see from our angle, or it could be, don't know if it's who it is. Hard to see from here, but we know Cody
Easton
King
there in the 4th spot.
Exactly. Cody King sending it in the triple doubles. No problem. Smooth and steady. Step up and step off. Coming across the start-finish line for another lap. It's Cody King leading this one here in the World Championship final.
Led all of the opening laps so far. Mr. King up on the bicycle there, getting it all kinds of wrong. Starting to feel the pressure now. As that looks to, I believe that is Mr. Courts.
It is Courts right there, closing in a bit in that all custom white painted body.
I think there's some blue stickers.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You got a couple decals on it. And it is Cody King here into the double single. Slides it right there around the tire. Then it's Quartz. Good battle here.
3-spot, it looks like. See the blue nose with the white wing.
So we got Kyosho, Hobao, and Kyosho right now running 1, 2, 3. Oh, sideways in the air as Quartz rolls it over.
Tebow to the 2-spot. And they're starting to make up a little bit of ground on King right now. You see he doesn't have that huge lead that he had a couple laps ago. So we pick up McBride now, making his way up the hill into the concrete cross. See him coming back down now into the off-camber section. Going single over the double section. Making that right-hander up over the ski jump now. Coming down the hill. And going double single. Oh, all kinds of wrong right there. It's the face of that single getting all kinds of beat up.
What a great story is Kyle McBride, Charlie. You know, the young kid from Australia.
15.
You know, yeah, nobody, you know, has heard of him worldwide. You know, and he's just a name there in Australia.
His Australian mates had him under wraps.
Exactly, and it's great to see that.
He's 14 years old, actually.
14 years old, that's correct. So it's great to see him as we pick up this fight. You see the fans flag him out. I think that was the King Saxton back there waving a flag here as Jared and Cody King.
Tebow now taking over the lead as we moved away.
Exactly, Jared, like I said earlier here in the broadcast, one of the favorites. Got Cody King right behind him. Then I think we see a little paint job there. Billy Easton. Billy looking sharp here.
Yes, indeed.
Here's
and Mayfield.
Yep. So a great four-way battle here. We got Kyosho, then Associated, and Serpent running in the top four as they come in, send it into the triple-double.
And here they come, stepping up. Now, stepping off into the carousel section and a cross-star finish. First, second, and third spot. That's your podium right now, folks.
Exactly. We are in the very early stages here of this World Championship final. And you see they continue to cheer him on.
Three completely different lines through the Talladega turn. One high, one low, and one right in the middle.
It's Jared, Cody, and Ryan, the top three. Double, double, double. Everybody sending it in. Jared getting a good run, or Cody rather, getting a good run on Jared. All over him coming into this double signal. The dust lands when they just slap the chassis on the deck. And it is Ryan Mayfield now dogging Cody King for that second position.
You see Mayfield kind of slamming on the brakes there coming through that pitcher's mound section, not to run over Cody. Cody had a big charge on Jared, kind of had to check up, and I think threw him off of his rhythm just a little bit. Starting to get separated just a little bit now. You see a couple car lengths between each of them. It's Mayfield way to the high side coming up the hill there.
Using the wall for a bit of traction. It's King, Tebow, and Mayfield, the top three.
New leader in Cody King right now.
So a great fight here. King, Tebow, and Mayfield there. Big air there. Going over the doubles. These guys are laying it all on the line. Nobody taking it conservative yet in the top three, as they continue to stay fully punched in this fight here for the World Championship title.
And you can see these drivers are all very comfortable racing with each other. This group of guys races their 8 scales kind of in a traveling circus, so to speak. They all go to, and our leader with a big bobble there, giving the lead back to Tebow now, and Mayfield to the 2 spot.
That started kind of earlier as he set up for that triple-double, Charlie, there. Didn't get the preferred line, had to take a double, almost single-double there, and clip the fence and drops him back to the 3 position. Mayfield now to P2.
So Tebow leads the way, Mayfield running second, and Cody King running in that 3rd spot right now. Over the doubles they go, all nose to tail. And like I was saying, these guys are all very comfortable running with each other. They race each other on a monthly, sometimes even a weekly basis. So they know each other's pace. They know when they're going to give the line up, and if they put a nose in that they should be able to race clean. But they also know these guys aren't prone to making mistakes and giving you any room to put a nose in.
That's a fact. Charlie, you can see the shadows here as the sun is very low in the sky, half the track under sun, this half here under the shadows of the spectators in the container.
Tebow in the pits.
Exactly, Tebow in for the first guy in. JP right there, Pavitas with the starter box, ready to go just in case. Teamwork, you got to think of the whole picture, Charlie, on this one. Everything is important and well thought out, and there's a perfect example. Mark Pavitas there, former world champion, ready just in case something goes wrong.
Mayfield had the lead for just a blink right there. But King getting it back now as Mayfield got it wrong in that double.
Cody King. Oh, wow. That was kind of cool, though.
Stylish.
Actually, a little 360. Yeah, a little showtime there.
I'll call that
Cody
the bar
King.
stool.
The bar stool.
Yeah, like you spin and get down. Nice and slow.
Oh, that was good. Yeah. It's Cody King and Mayfield here, nose to tail, coming up to the big triple-double. Sideways as they hit that second jump there to stick the landing.
I think King's got something going in that triple-double there where he jumps to the mound as his downside.
And now Cody King's in. Full throttle punch for Teen right there.
No glove.
No, yeah, just down and away. A great stop there for King.
So that will make, looks like Jared Tebow our new leader.
No, Jared already been in for service.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mayfield will be your leader until he comes in.
So Jared bringing in double. Ooh, that fence right there.
That is not the line.
No, it's already, that double has been almost the demise of his semifinal.
Yes, it was.
As he sent it in there in the second lap in a semi, and it dropped him way back into mid-pack. But he was able to work his way patiently through the field and make it safely out of the semis here into the finals.
Making his way to Thailand from Missouri, the TQ in qualifications here at the 2010 IFMAR World Championships. Jared Tebow looking to inherit the lead through the next round of pit stops right now as he makes his way up the hill through Ungentle Bend, now at the low side of the Talladega turn, around that off-camber 180, coming back up the hill through the concrete cross oh so slowly. Looks like a parking lot there. Around the left-hander, going to do the double. Nice and easy that time. Here comes the Twin Peaks. Coming up just short.
Just a bit short on that one. That brings Mayfield right back into the picture. Mayfield, the last couple laps, have been going very wide there. And you wonder if these guys are trying different lines, but Mayfield now all over Jared. Nose to tail, couldn't even fit a car width in between these two as they come up to the triple-double. Here come Mayfield now. Mayfield can taste that lead as he is all over the Kyosho Jared Tebow.
And it looks like they're taking a note out of Cody King's line for that 5 jump there. Also, both of those guys jump into that mound.
Quite a break there to Cody King as he continues to see King here cheering on Mayfield. Oh, Mayfield to the inside. A beautiful move there. Barely any contact, but Jared smart, gives it up, doesn't contest it. He knows he's got just like 50 minutes or so left here in this final. It's not going to be won or lost in that corner.
I don't even think that was a mistake. That was just a line, and somehow Mayfield found some traction up next to that tire.
That was a beautiful, beautiful pass. So Ryan Mayfield now into the lead as he comes up to that big triple-double here. A great, great fight very early in this 60-minute World Championship fight.
Stepping up, stepping off right now. Mayfield through the right-handed carousel, across timing and scoring, up the straightaway, through Ungentle Bend into the short chute.
You see it just sideways as he catches a run, sends him all the way up to the top of the fence there as these guys are pushing it to the maximum. Yeah. I don't think there's any 85% like we talked about. Mayfield right now, Tebow are actually just punching at 100%.
They've got it cranked to 11.
Yeah, no doubt about it. As Mayfield here looking good. One of the 3 guys that were really poised to be the favorites going in here. And it is Mayfield right now leading away. A bit of a bump up there. So he comes up, again, setting up sideways there to the triple-doubles. Sticks to landing, another great. Jared right behind him. Step up and step off. Another lap in the books here at the World Championship. Mayfield and Tebow leading the field.
It's super impressive to see the difference in speed around the track from maybe the fastest straightaway in all of A-scale off-road racing to some of the slowest sections I've seen where the cars are almost coming to a stop.
Charlie, look at the distance. You just saw Cody King coming into the frame there, and it's got to be about maybe a 6 or 7 second lead for these two guys right now as Ryan Mayfield and Jared Tebow, Associated and Kyosho, running 1-2.
Doing single-double that time, so I think that's what Mayfield's working on through that section is finding a safer way through that triple jump. They had been doing it as a double-single through most of practice and qualifying, but the base of that single got all beaten up. They fixed some of it through the overnight sessions, but it's coming apart again. I think the patch is kind of ripped out of what they filled.
So you wonder if Ryan's just thinking, hey, that last 10 minutes of the race, the preferred line is going to be tore up. Let me set up for something different that I might have to run later in the race. You don't know. There's a great, great picture of the focus. Cody King on the left, then Jared Mayfield and Jeremy Kortz just in their zone here. They know they got business to take care of because they all want to be world champion.
Mayfield over the Twin Peaks now. And you see him doing single-double. That's going to be his new line, I think. You see Tebow behind him still going double-single, but to the left side of your screen where it's a little safer, the preferred line is to the right side up against the fence, but these guys are starting to work their way across that face to find some smooth ground.
So Mayfield looking good out there as he comes to complete another lap. Motoring down the start-finish line, driving that Team Associate RC8 Reedy powered. Looking good out there, J Concepts, tires and body. And behind him is the Keosha Orion powered of Jared Tebow. So a great fight up front. You saw Cody King come into the frame. There he is at the top of your frame right there. So
can't say he's getting any closer.
No. These guys are keeping a pace to keep third spot and the rest of the field well behind. So a single double. Jared the same way. So Jared following suit this time.
I think he's seeing what's going on in front of him. I mean, these guys have peripheral vision like a animal that has excellent peripheral vision.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. We got a great fight here. The step up and step off. As Jared closes in a bit this lap. They come across the start-finish line again, just maybe about 2-3 tenths of a second. Front wheels coming up off the track that time. And we've talked about it numerous times, Charlie. There's ruts that are forming, and no doubt in this hour-long main, new things are going to happen with the racetrack.
Man, I don't know if it's me or what, but Jared looks like he is on it, ripping on that trigger right now, trying to make up some ground on Mr. Mayfield and maybe force a mistake. I don't think they're too worried about passing each other on a track like this. They just need to make the other guy make a bobble, and instead Tebow with a little bobble there.
Exactly. Catches that right front tire on the tire and drops him back maybe about 10 car length as Mayfield sends it in. No problem, nice and easy.
Going back to his safe line, not jumping to the mound, jumping down into the flats again.
Across the start-finish line, another lap in the books. It is Ryan Mayfield from Arizona in the United States leading away. Jared Tebow also from the United States as is in, down and away. JP Joe Pillars, good fuel stop there. And now this is a big lead here for Mayfield. Obviously, Mayfield's going to have to come in for fuel. We expect them. Most of the guys, Charlie, are going 7.5 to 8 minutes on fuel stop. So Mayfield should be coming in pretty soon here as we just watched Jared come in. I think Jared a little bit shorter in his fuel stops than the rest of the guys.
I think some of the guys space it for when pit lane's going to be crowded. Once they get a feel for what everybody's doing, they'll come in when no one else is in if they have their choice. It's never fun fighting for position in pit lane.
Especially this pit lane is very slippery. And we've seen lots of guys hit the brakes, slide sideways.
Yep.
And we talk about the long arm of the law, Brent Helke having to save Mayfield from a miscue coming in as Mayfield came in way too hot. But yes, Charlie, that is a big thing, and that's where the pitmen really play a big part. You know, they know when their guys got to come in. They obviously want to stretch it. Oh, man, a save there by Mayfield. He kept it pinned. They want to stretch it as long as they can, but if pit lane's full of 8-10 cars, it's not a time you want to be in a pit lane.
Yeah, definitely. And they need to leave some room for that, because if something does happen in pit lane and they can't get in, they don't want to be out on a half a lap worth of fuel or anything like that. So I think you're not going to see anybody stretching anything in pit stops here. They've all sized each other up through the semis, and everybody knows it's going to take 7 or so pit stops.
And here's Mayfield. I was just going to say the last thing. You see him slide it there. The long reach there. Brent Helke down and away. Another good stop there for the Team Associated boys. But
looking relaxed in the pits there.
The thing is, the worst thing that's ever could happen is you flame out, especially on a massive track like this, because you will lose, a lap and a half, almost 2 laps on a flame out.
You'll lose a day. You'll have to
exactly.
get on the plane, fly to another time zone to get your lap back.
Yeah, it is a long lap here in Thailand. As the great stop there for Team Associated. Single-double again for Mayfield. And Mayfield looking sharp here, poised. A first kind of segment of the World Championship final fight here. And it is Mayfield leading the way.
We saw lap times during practice and qualifying mostly in practice, down into the 43s and low 44s. Throughout the semis and the final today, we've seen 45s and 46s mostly. So the track, slowing down a little bit. Maybe guys taking it a little easier. Especially in practice, you really have nothing to lose, so you just kind of go and find it, if you will.
So it is Mayfield looking smooth and consistent out there. Coming to that off-camber left-hander. They've been, it's single this time.
Safety first.
Exactly right. And that was protecting that big lead he has.
Yeah, when your lead is this huge, you can do a couple singles if you'd like. I really like Mayfield's single-double through that section. I think that may be the game changer for this final. We haven't seen too many guys doing that in the build-up to this race, but Mayfield getting something together here.
As we looked in that frame before, we saw the third car. I saw pink and black. It looks like it was a Sushi Hara.
Hara started from the front of this one, had some very bad luck early on, and finds himself clawing his way back to the front right now.
Now you see traffic now starting to come into the frame here as our leaders come around. So we got Jared Tebow. Let's see here. We got the wide view. There's looks like Cody King, and nobody else in the frame right there. Hard to see as they fly by, but it looks like it is still Mayfield, Tebow, and King.
Mayfield coming through the far side of the track, going single-double again. my new favorite line. Around the pitcher's mound, you see a little roost coming off the tires as he rips on it through the half and half. Now he's doing the 180. And we switch over and pick up, that is a Tsuchihara.
Exactly. So you can see where Mayfield was just in the frames before. You see Hara coming by in the Hot Bodies D8. Hara, obviously, the key favorite going into the World Championship. Your defending champion from the United, when he won it in Charlotte in the United States. From Japan originally, now hails from here in Thailand. And as we said before, this is his home track.
He rocks the Thai flag on the shoulder.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Crowd favorite. When they did drivers' introductions, crowd went crazy for Hara.
Excellent travel agent. If you need to find your way around Thailand and know where the good hotels are, he knows all of them.
Exactly. He is a great guy and just one of the key guys in our industry and a true ambassador. He's great and easy to talk to. Anybody can walk up.
Even me.
Yeah, even you, Charlie. And he's one of the guys, like you said, stop working on his stuff and help somebody with them.
Most of these top-level drivers are that way. They're very accessible. They understand that, I don't know that fanfare is the right word for it, but a lot of these racers that buy their stuff pay these guys as salaries. So
exactly.
They appreciate that.
They understand the big picture.
As I want to say this is going to be our race leader. That is, Mr. Mayfield one more time.
It is in the safety first line.
Yeah.
Going over the single. Big air there. Then that very difficult little roller there as they turn right. If you've seen it here in qualifying and through the semis, you jump that too much, you really unload the car.
And it's in a shadow now, so they just got to remember that it's there. There's no visual cue to tell them. As we pick up Tebow now, working his way around the outside of that barrel mound, over the single, a little too much, but keeping her together through the 5 jump. A lot of times, if you get it wrong over that single, it kind of blows the line, the run-up to the 5 jump, and it can be disastrous. That's a very fast section of the track.
Battle's starting to tighten up a little bit. You see them come into the frame. There goes Mayfield. Here comes Jared Tebow. As Tebow closes it in, overshoots a little bit, slides it, just grabs some throttle. See the exhaust just spewing out some smoke as these guys are fully punched here and doing a double. And that is worth a couple tenths. If your opponent does a single and you can do that double, it's definitely worth a tenth or two.
Yeah, they're changing up that single-double line a little bit, moving to the inside now. Before they were kind of middle of the track, maybe the outside, but now up against the barrier there to do the single.
So here to go into the 5 jump. Oh, gets it wrong.
Giving it away.
There we go, just like that. Bam, new leader.
There was, I believe that was my trademark in Charlotte, was the race that no one wanted to win. There was so many lead changes between the fastest guys, all due to crashes, not even passes on the track, just guys kind of getting it wrong, and that was one of those moments right there.
Obviously, easy for us to sit here, and watch these guys at the, the ultimate level of our sport and hobby to be able to say, oh, they made a mistake, and we're just so used to these guys being, can drive. These guys have the skills to drive for an hour without a mistake, but the difficulty of this track just, it makes it nearly impossible. You can't. Even the best drivers on the planet do make mistakes on this very, very technical and difficult track. And just like that, he's going to have to come up short. And there it is, just like that. Oh, rolls it over. Mayfield now to the point.
So Mayfield back to the top spot right now as he leads him across the line to clock in another one on top. As Tebow now coming to the pits.
So Tebow down and away, Pavitas right there. And down and away there. And another great stop for Team Kyosho. Jared down and away.
Pillars and Tebow been working together very well for many years now, just like Filkey and Mayfield here. And Mayfield sticking with the safety line, going single. Not worth the risk. I think that double, the run-up to the double is getting very, very tricky, and it's something you have to nail just perfect to have a chance. And anytime it gets to a very narrow line, you'll see these guys kind of lean away from that.
Exactly. So pit stops, obviously a very, very important part of it. Good one there for Kyosho. And that gives Team Associated the lead again here. Ryan Mayfield coming up on a bit of traffic there. Hard to see from our point of view.
It's okay, they win the pits. Or no, they didn't.
Nope, still up there. That Robert Battier?
I think it's Jorn.
Jorn Neumann. You are correct, sir.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. So Mayfield makes short work there of the German, driving the LRP car, Jorn Neumann.
Wow, he's going to leave him out of the frame in a second here.
Oh, Neumann going for the double.
Checking up for him, though. He knows that's the leader. Doesn't want to get yelled at in Hausen.
Single double. Jorn taking a double single.
Jorn just got a lesson on why you do single double.
Yeah, because he nailed it and got a bit sideways. So it is Mayfield continuing to lead this one. Mayfield looking sharp. So he comes up to the triple double. Perfect.
Jump into the mound.
Step up and step off.
To the carousel now across timing and scoring.
And Mayfield now is in. So the long arm there of Brent Telke down and away. J.R. Mitch right there.
Watching
listening.
intently.
Exactly. Focus, Grasshopper. Oh, here's Cody King. Good shot there.
Ooh,
excellent stop there for Cody King.
So Cody and Mayfield on very similar pit timings. That's interesting.
So a good battle here. We still very early into this one, but a lot yet to do. As pit stops going again. Make or break part of the World Championship are the mechanics and the skill and patience, and also if they overcome. When the racers do have a problem, the mechanics have to be calm, cool, and collected to try to get them refired, as we no doubt going to experience some problems here somewhat. We hope not, but I'm sure with this technical track, anything can happen. You see crashes like that from the best drivers, so anything is possible here at the World Championship. Amen.
These drivers scheduled to go some 70-plus laps in this hour-long race.
So a very, very long race, and as you see, catches a rut, sends them all the way to the top as Mayfield, Jared Hara there, and Cody King. So a four-way after pit stops here. Third or fourth round of pit stops starting to happen. It bunches up the field. And you guys see different strategies there, Charlie. Single, or some guys send it in doing a double.
Everybody's starting to cycle through, and you see the cream starting to rise to the top, so to speak.
These four guys going at it. A couple of the favorites, a couple of guys, not in. Oh, sideways there. Man, what a save there from Mayfield.
Little bump coming through that section while he was on the brakes and just sent the back end to meet the front end.
Exactly. You saw the weight on the front end, and he saved it. These guys, their reaction time is so quick and so good. It's
Mayfield,
a good. Go
a
ahead.
little easier there through the Talladega turn. You see, his preferred line is down next to the barrier. That's where he tries to put his car. Anything other than that is caused by the car taking the rut wrong, I think, and going.
Ooh. Jared had a chance there as he went single, but caught the back tires on that second double and sent him. But he saved it. Single, double again, Charlie, for both these guys, and it continues to be Mayfield and Tebow leading the field. You
got to think that Mayfield's got something figured out on this track somewhere for him to be able to maintain this lead while everybody else is doing that double on the far side, because it's definitely faster.
Over to step up and step off. Jared able to keep pace with him as they come to the start-finish line again. Just about a couple tenths of a second across the line. Separate. Oh! Sideways. Caught a rut. Pitches him sideways. And just like that, a normal every lap run up the straightaway and through the corner. But just like that, catches the rut into the fence. And luckily, nothing brutal happened to the Associated Car Mayfield. He's going to hold on to that second spot.
Carries on.
Exactly. Carries on, but he's got to reel in Jared. Jared a single. Mayfield a long single. Oh, no. And all the way in the other lane.
But Marshall.
Oh, no. The Marshall. Mayfield trying to get it to the right lane. The Marshall didn't see where he come.
He needed to tag the brakes in the air.
My goodness there. So Ryan Mayfield, you saw it coming. He got a little bit long on that first jump, Charlie, and it just screwed him up for the rest of the section.
Yeah, definitely will see that getting all kinds of sideways for him and pushing him. I want to say he's down to the 6th spot right now.
Let's check the replay of that, and you can see where he got it, went a little long, and you can see the mistake there. And then the Marshall, not knowing where he came from, had to get him back.
I like his backflip maneuver.
Yeah, just into the fence. Exactly. Brop.
Our current race leader, Jared Tebow. You see the blue nose, the red on the tail, and the white wing, making his way through the half and half section. Now around the 180, coming past the burial mound, driving right up on it, going triple, double, flat landing a little bit there.
Yeah, he sent that one in a little bit far, landed but saved it. So
through the carousel,
way up on the berm, coming across start finish line, just fully punched.
And
now we pick up Hara.
Yeah. See the sun starting to set in the distance. The shadows are making their way onto the track. You see
almost a whole straightaway now under shadows.
The track was 5 colors before, now a 6th color being added to it, and several tones of the original 5.
The hottest day so far of the week in Thailand here for the Sunday semis and finals. As the sun sets, we are coming up nearly halfway into our World Championship final, and a very, very good race, as this one is far from over and far from decided.
You see Hara pitching it sideways there over the pitcher's mounds, making his way into the half and half. A little over jump there, driving up on that barrier fence to the high side, getting a little sideways, rolling the single. As we pick up the battle for the, I want to say this is for the 2 spot?
I think so, 2 and 3, Charlie, yeah. Mayfield and Cody King.
Cody King and Mr. Mayfield duking it out right now. See Mayfield getting shoved to that high side. Thanks a lot, bumps.
Exactly. Cody trying to take a look to the inside as they come up on traffic. Didn't see who that was.
It was Savoya.
Might have been a Savoya.
Yeah.
But here's Cody King going big over that double, but has to settle for the position behind Mayfield as they come. Now let's see. Single, and there it is, Charlie. Bam.
Oh.
And Mayfield takes it back. What a battle here. Two different lines. Single, double, double, single. Cody almost be able to take the spot, but Mayfield sticking to his line, able to take it right back.
Mayfield pushing hard right now. You see him catching in the face of the burial mound, getting his car turned sideways as he approached the single, but able to keep it together over the 5 jump. King charging hard right behind him, trying to make something happen right now.
Down the straightaway they go, climbing up the hill, all the way up by the wall.
Wheels up.
Exactly. Mayfield right there. And now they continue to turn the laps down, starting to close in on your race leader. There's a good shot here over the double. Single, and Cody right behind him. Cody does a double. So it's Jared Tebow leading the way, Mayfield and Cody King.
Mayfield has a game plan, and it looks like he's sticking to it. A little bobble there by Mayfield, actually, getting it wrong over the double jump on the back. But wasn't worried about the pace, not worried about the pace at all. Just running it out right now, trying to stick to his plan and hope that it comes to him.
It looks like he went a little bit long over that big jump, and that roller right at that right-hander. If you jump too far, you'll offset your car and into the fence, just like happened there. And that brings Hara back into this fight as we watch Jared Tebow there. Then it's Cody King, Mayfield, and Hara.
I'm very impressed that no one has a lap on the field or anything yet. The top 5 drivers are all right here on your screen right now.
There's a great fight there for third spot between Mayfield and Hara. So we have Kyosho running 1-2 right now, followed by Associated and Hot Bodies. Over the double, perfect, just downside of the perfect. So the Kyosho teammates going at it, their partners, their buddies, their friends, but right now, Cody King going to the inside.
Tebow gave him just a little bit of room, about a buggy width, and Cody King says, I'll take it.
That's for sure. Cody definitely on his game here in the finals, Charlie. He is doing a great job running right in the thick of with these guys.
I've known Cody for a few years and been to, problem for second place runner Tebow as he gets it all kinds of wrong at timing and scoring. But Cody kind of coming into his own in these last couple years. He's won a couple big races back home, been all over the podium a lot lately, and just seems like he's matured a lot in this last couple years. Seems really calm in the pits. Him and his dad work together very well, and just kind of coming together for him here and making his presence known here at the 2010 IFMAR World Championships from Pattaya, Thailand.
One of the great things about this hobby, and anybody that's known me or heard me announce through the years, is I always talk about the great part of this hobby is the families that you can do. And even here at the ultimate level of our sport/hobby, the families, this is something as a dad myself we can still do. Oh no! It is Ryan Mayfield, flames out coming into the triple-double section.
Dunzo.
Oh, tragedy for Ryan Mayfield as the marshals are on their job.
Man.
There is BT getting him there, and I wonder what went wrong.
You see how narrow that pit lane is, and bringing it to the starter box, and another flame out for Mayfield at a World Championships. Got it backfired. Nope.
BT trying to get him done, and oh my goodness.
Devastation.
Could that have been the end of Ryan Mayfield's championship fight? He's just typical Mayfield here, punched. What a bad turn of events for Ryan Mayfield.
Off the podium and almost drops him outside the top 10 right now.
Oh yeah, that is near fatal there. At this level, you can't have a flame out, and anything can happen as we got probably about just under 30 minutes to go. But
you lose a lap in an hour of your life.
Man, that is a tragedy there. We stay with Cody King here leading the way. Up the hill into the Talladega corner they go. Oh, up on 2 wheels there, and Broom, here comes Jared Tebow right behind him. And Hara not far back.
So it looks like King has the pace right now. He's able to gap these guys a little bit when he hits his marks. The only time they have a chance is when he makes a little bobble. And as this race wears on, these guys are now on the track. Oh, King catching that the fence barrier there through the double single.
Luckily, roll back over rubber side back to the dirt/concrete here. And Cody King and Jared Tebow go in and send it into that triple-double. I was saying earlier before the flame out there, one of the great things about this hobby is, as us parents, it's something we can still do with our kids.
Yeah.
And we see it here with Cody King and his dad, Paul, still involved together as a family. You see the Testmans do it. Dakota Fend and his dad, Doug, it's awesome. So even at the ultimate level here of this hobby, it's still something we can do with our kids, and it's awesome.
So we work with our leaders now as King and Tebow nose to tail through that off-camber section. King getting a little wrong, coming up short on the double. Jared checking up, though, not going to run him over.
Exactly. You saw him did check up as he come into that right-hander up to the big double there. So a bit of respect and a bit of teamwork there, but they got to worry about a Sushi Hara right behind him, defending champion. He told us he wants to be the first back-to-back title holder of the 8-scale buggy world championship.
It always adds a little bit of pressure, and you see Tebow getting it wrong there and getting collected by Hara.
Yeah, that was a big, and oh, there he comes. I was going to say, we haven't seen him in the frame there, but just like that, one of the things about this track is you might not make a mistake just like happened.
Right.
Jared did, and Hara was right there. That could have been a front shock tower or a shock shaft or something on Hara's car that could have been broke.
You never can tell with these things. I believe that most of the cars, they could run into another car that's not stuck on the track and sustain that no problem, but running into permanent barriers or head-ons and stuff like that could lead to some failures.
So here's a
Cavallari
coming up, doing the doubles. Up over the doubles. Nails the downside.
Very smooth.
Yep.
Going double single, and you see the front of the car bucking up as he rolls to the base of that single right there, and that's that big hole that we've been talking about getting torn out. As you see, this is the Ryan and Ryan show going on right now. I believe that is Mayfield just to the back of Cavallari.
What a tragedy for Mayfield. He definitely poised to be one of the guys battling for the title, and it was known these guys were going to experience some problems, and unfortunately there for Mayfield.
Flameouts cost Nitro racers lots of higher finishes.
Exactly.
That's one of those awesome variables about Nitro racing is that you never can tell what's going to cause a flameout. A lot of times it can just be something sticking out of the track, getting a landing wrong, and it's over.
So we pick up Cody Kang there in the Kyosho, sending it into triple doubles of step up and step off.
Step off.
Coming to complete another lap, sliding it around. Right in the groove, up the hill.
Another flameout coming off the track. I didn't catch who that was.
I didn't either. Be hard to tell from that just sliding across the line. But it is Cody King in control of this one as we are our 1 hour final underway here. It is an amazing race so far. Numerous drivers had their chance at leading this one, but it is Cody King out front running for Team Kyosho.
You got to wonder what's going through Cody's mind right now. He's been one of the fastest guys on the track through this whole run so far. He's been able to get out front and kind of pull away at will from what I can see. And the nerves are starting to get to him a little bit. He's got to be wondering how all his favorite lines are holding up, and more importantly, how much of a lead he's got going right now.
He does, and you just saw that car flip in front of him. It's another thing about this track. Crashes can happen anywhere, and just anything can happen. And Cody with a big lead as we pick up Billy Easton here.
Yeah.
Easton driving a Serpent.
The gun show.
Yeah, exactly. Always the gun show here.
His biceps are huge.
Yeah, lived in Milwaukee there for a while.
Yes, he did.
Raced at trackside there for a couple years and then moved back down to Florida and really started focusing on the 8-scale. He flips it over there, just catches one of the holes there.
I think his off-camber helped along with that, of course.
Oh, of course. Yeah, lots of off-camber on this one.
The whole track's off-camber. It's on the side of a hill, I think.
So Billy Easton driving a Serpent motor and down the straightaway, up the hill he goes.
Through the Talladega turn, coming back down the hill. Going to hit that off-camber 180. Here comes the concrete cross where the car comes nearly to a stop. Back down the hill. Going to do the double. Wing high.
Oh, nice save there.
Bottoms out, loses traction, gets it back together. Up over the ski jump. Coming double single, and you see right there, that single's almost turning into a double.
Cody again there, pushing it, going over the doubles, no worries. That big jump, we didn't talk about it before, Charlie, but that jump is the farthest point away from the track, but it's on a bit of an angle.
Yeah.
It's not straight and not square, and we watched drivers in the first couple of rounds of practice put it in the fence and over the back fence out of the ballpark.
It's a long walk to go get that car back.
Exactly. You lose half your practice run.
A day.
And we watch Cody King continue to lead this one. There's a good shot of Cody. Here's Con McBride to his left, Ryan Cavallari, Jared Tebow there, and Ryan Mayfield, some of the best.
I don't think anyone on that shot right there is over 25 years old.
No, not at all. And it is Cody King, believe it or not, leading the World Championship race right now.
Cody, like we've mentioned many times, very calm, cool, collected, seems to have a game plan for this race and sticking to it right now. This is one of the tricky spots of the track, the double single, and you see his car protesting that single jump with a lot of authority as looks like coming up on the lap car. We pick up Hara now, and I do believe Hara's running in the 2 spot.
So Sushi Hara driving the Hot Bodies D8 OS powered ride. So he comes up, setting up around the burial mound, coming up to the big triple-double. And perfect there. Hara, as we said, Charlie, has more laps on this track than anybody. He has definitely brought everything to the table here to try to defend his title and be the first back-to-back title holder. As he is out there in his trademark colors, pink and black and white. A little bit of a hung up there on the tire, but able to hold it in position.
So it looks like Hara got everything together, just trying to close in on these guys right now. Looking very smooth, looks very consistent, just trying to make up some ground. Going double single, coming out a little bit wing high there, but no harm, no foul.
To the pitcher mounds he goes. Up to that, another, imagine that, little off camber, left-hander. We pick up Cody King coming in pit lane. Punching it, stopping on his mark. Adrian there, Paul there. Fresh tank of fuel down and away for Cody King.
And maintains the lead.
Exactly, even more important, because now the other guy's got to go. So Cody building up a bit of a cushion. I don't know if it's fair to say cushion. More nerves than any race he's ever raced before.
He's got a slight amount of breathing room, that's all.
Exactly. As he comes up to traffic, and looks like Jorn Neumann there gives him room.
Coming double single to the inside now, maybe searching for some new lines through that section, trying to find something that's about the same speed but a little safer. As we, looks like pick up McBride right now.
That's correct, it is. Con McBride, a young Australian, 14 years old, and just great to see a young new gun coming into the thick of this here. Going to be, no doubt, the pride of Australia when he gets home, no matter where he finishes in this one. To know that you're in the top 12 on the planet Earth in your sport or your hobby. That is
in one of the most difficult classes, by the way.
Oh, exactly. It's just absolutely amazing on the most difficult layout maybe ever for 8 scale.
In the most trying conditions.
Exactly. Hot, humid, and in a land far, far from home.
Yes, definitely. And looks like trying to make his way past, I believe that is, wow.
That was close.
Horts, and you see the different lines there, single, double, double, single. And as we pick up Hara now coming through this group of cars, Hara looking to put McBride a lap down from the 2 spot.
So it is Hara, driving a pink, white, and black. Hot body D8, step up. And step off. Another lap complete here. So traffic now starting to come into Hara's front view. He climbs it up the hill and catches a little rut. As we saw it happen earlier, as them guys just catch a rut, they can spin out right on the straightaway.
I don't think they even try to counter steer. They just kind of hold their breath.
Exactly. Hope he gets through there straight. Hara doing a double. Sticks it. Now we're back out front. Now you see the leader here coming up to the pitcher's mound. Hara just going over the big doubles in the back. See if you can see Hara coming into view. Should be just to the right side. There's Cody King. Shorts that corner, but able to hold on. We got a flame out there. I think that was Battier.
Yeah.
Robert Battier from Spain. So having some problems, unfortunately, in his championship final.
So keep an eye to the top of your screen here. You'll get an idea of the gap. That's not Hara.
Nope, that's Easton. There was Hara. Hara coming out right there, Charlie.
Back. So that's probably about a 10-second lead that young Cody King has right now.
We just pick up Jared Tebow, who we just found out had suffered a flameout a lap or so ago, and Joe Pillars and Mark Pavitas able to get him fired back up and onto the racetrack, but that is definitely going to drop him back. And
I sense some anger laps coming.
Definitely. I don't want to say it's taken his world championship chance away, but definitely behind the 8 ball.
With just about 20 minutes left, it gives him a very long road to hoe for sure.
It's very, very unfortunate there for your top qualifier here at the world title, and somebody who has trained and prepared for this world title as hard as anybody.
Yeah. You see King and Hara now in the 2 spot, just a few corners back. It does look to me that Hara is closing on Mr. King.
I think Maximum Hara here is putting some laps down here to try to reel in Cody King and make a fight for this one. And, Hara, the favorite going in.
Pushing too hard.
We would have never thought that he'd been trying to reel in Cody King for the lead.
Thought maybe it'd be the other way around.
Not taking anything away from Cody King, as we are all just absolutely impressed with Cody. And Hara sends it in short, doing a double, single, double. And
a rollover.
Yeah, luckily no marshalling needed, and Hara is able to continue as he comes across the start-finish line there as Billy went by, not for position.
Billy just trying to get everything back together and climb that ladder, make his way onto the bottom side of the podium if he can. has his work cut out for him as you see him keeping pace with Hara now.
So Atsushi Hara changed things there in Charlotte, coming out of nowhere halfway through the main with fuel mileage and good pit stops. Put it towards the front and had an impressive run to gain his first 8-scale off-road title. And it's like we said numerous times, wants to be the first to defend it and become a back-to-back. So he sends it into the triple doubles. No mistakes from Hara this time. Saves it there as he lands it and up and step off. And Hara, another lap in the books as he looks like he's coming in for pit stops. And Masayuki right there. Look at that, smooth and steady. Down,
not even worried. Just another day at the office, so to speak.
Exactly. Fresh tank of Cosmo Racing Fuel, and Hara is down and away.
So Hara now making his way through the concrete cross as we pick up young Cody King.
Cody King leading the World Championship right now. And an impressive run here for the Southern Californian. Oh,
that's not
sends
good.
it hard into the corner. Marshall is there, and all 4 corners are on it, and
Marshall
fire is still lit.
That Marshall was not in a rush to set that car back down.
Man. That was, like we've said numerous times, anything can happen. Luckily, Cody is all right and going to maintain his lead as the towel wave continues there as Cody King from the United States, Orion Power Kyosho, leading the World Championship final.
Coming around that 180, doing the double, nice and easy, jumps to the flat side of the track, makes the right-hander up the hill, going over Twin Peaks, coming over double single, still nice and easy over the single. Looks like he's just letting the car roll through there, no power. As we see Hara now up over the ski jump.
So Hara there doing a double, single, no problem. Saves it as he went over that big double, almost lost it there a bit before. But it is Hara leading the charge here to try to reel in Cody King. Sets up for the big triple-double. A couple laps ago, he sent it in wrong and crashed. But able to hold it here at the last couple laps. Step up, step down, across the start-finish line. Another lap as Hara continues to charge, trying to reel in Cody King.
King's got a huge lead, though. You see him already into the doubles, up over Twin Peaks, coming to the far side of the track. Hara nowhere to be seen in the background. And King getting it wrong, double single, costing him.
Man, that was maybe a good 4 seconds. Let's see if that brings in Hara into the picture frame yet. I don't know if that was him, Charlie. Could you make that out?
No, he had way more lead than that.
So it is Cody
Hara, not
King.
even there he is, going the opposite way in that far lane.
All right, so another 2 mistakes here over the course of the last 3-4 laps.
Yep.
And Cody, that was his pit in lap, so it's even going to be a longer lap here. So Adrian Bertine right there, Paul King down in the way, a full tank of fuel. That thing was on vapors.
You see the high sign there. Get it going, son. Still has the lead, though, so just needs to go out and run some laps right now and try to stretch that out. Try to get a idea.
That looked like it might have been Hara there. As they come up to the big jump, looking for the trademark pink and black. Over the roller he goes.
Yes.
And here into the view now is Hara-san. Atsushi Hara making his charge. A couple miscues there from Cody King. A good pit stop, but tough on his in-lap. And that brings Hara in from what maybe was a 10-second lead down to...
It was at least a 10-second lead.
Yeah, maybe about 4 seconds as they are out in the same frame. Cody King down the line, and here comes Hara.
So Hara charging hard right now, but we stay with King, and you see the next car in line on your shot right there is Atsushi Hara, reigning world champion. Trying to go back-to-back. Cody King trying to win his first world championship. What's Cody, 19 years old, 20
maybe
years old?
Maybe 20 at the best.
21?
I'm thinking Hara right now is way over 100%. He is going for it.
Oh, and
another mistake from Cody.
The double single biting him right there, giving back a couple more seconds to Atsushi Hara.
Now we pick up the focus on Hara, and he is focused to reeling Cody King. You know, it's easy for us to judge what's going through Cody King's mind right now. Obviously, the pressure as he comes up to step up and step off, and he's got a bit of traffic as he hugs to the inside.
Wow.
Hara goes to the outside.
Hara having to check up, actually.
So losing a couple tenths, but it's still Cody King out front leading this one, but the world champion is behind him.
Cody King coming down the hill. Hara now going back up the hill. Hara through the concrete cross, coming through the off-camber. That should be King just in front of him. Oh, no!
Hara rolls it over.
Giving it all
back.
Engine
Engine is still fired. You still see smoke, and that is the scary part right now. So Hara, with a huge sigh of relief, as going to lose 3, 4, maybe more seconds on King, but still able to continue his fight as the engine still keeps firing.
Hara there, little aggressive now as he tries to make up some ground. You see the back end coming off the ground. Normally these guys want all 4 tires on the ground as often as possible to get that forward drive, but Hara starting to let it all hang out right now, pushing it, try to reel in Cody King and make something out of this race right now.
About 13 minutes to go here in the championship final, and it's a 2-horse race right now as Cody King from the United States driving the Kyosho Orion powered, followed by Atsushi Hara, defending world champion, driving the Hot Bodies D8 OS powered from Japan, now hails from Thailand, tries to reel in Cody King.
Cody went single-double that time, maybe finding a new line. His tried and true double-single costing him about, 3 or 4 seconds worth in lost time when the car was flipping over, trying something different now.
Through the triple-double, step up and step off. He goes across the start-finish line. It is Cody King leading the World Championship. And Charlie, if you took a survey from folks who's going to be leading with about 10 minutes to go in the World Championship, I don't think Cody King was at the top of the list.
He's been looking really good all week, that's for sure. And in the semis, obviously he started second on the grid. So definitely been in contention, just not someone that we thought would be leading the way right now, that's for sure.
And he continues to struggle over that section there as it's very loose where they land. Hara, 2 struggles there, not able to be smooth. He sends it in on that one. And Hara continues. You see Cody just out of the view there at the top of the screen. As now you see the marshal even cheering on Hara. Everybody loves Hara here in Thailand.
Going triple-double through the 5 jump, stepping up, stepping off. Coming through the carousel now, across timing and scoring. Hara hard on the gas all the way up the hill through Ungentle Bend.
As you can see, Ungentle right there as it almost kicked him up over the top. You see Cody King to the top of the view there. And it is Hara trying to reel in King.
Is that
right there?
Cavalieri next in line, isn't it?
Yep, that's right there. Here is King. We pick him up through the pitcher's mound. So King again with a numerous second lead. And there's a great view. Jared, Cody, Kyle.
Cody King has to be feeling the pressure now. You see him working his way through, little wiggle of the wheels, not downsiding everything, just pushing hard. And
Cavalieri driving the wheels off the car.
Losing the left front.
Oh my goodness. And that will make for a long pit stop here as he brings it in.
On a long ride home for Lou Dog.
Oh man. As he brings it in, there's a good shot there. Lou Dog there with the new left front coming on. Wheel nut there. Not filling it with fuel yet.
A bobble by King, too. Giving back some more time as we see Lou Dog trying to get that wheel nut on there, but...
And the mechanic not... Oh, maybe it's the axle stripped or something?
Cross thread.
And they're going to send him out, no fuel. So we talked about the mechanic being part of it. A tough exchange there for Ryan Cavalieri as he has a problem. Maybe there was a problem with the axle or something, you never know. But definitely should have threw some fuel in it.
Yeah, for sure. If you're going to be in the pit, you might as well put some gas in there.
Exactly.
So Cody comes down the hill, around the 180, through the concrete cross, and another car flames out on the track. It's Flame Out City going on, these poor marshals.
I don't want to guess. Oh, sent it in hard into the steel fence as your leader, Cody King.
Cody King trying to keep this one interesting. Kind of checked out, gone, but giving back a whole bunch of time right now.
Hey, that's my line.
Oh, sorry. Mine now.
Yeah, it is. As Hara tries to reel him in, it's Cody King and Atsushi Hara, the two contending here for the World Championship title fight. As it rolls on here, less than 10 minutes to go. It is Hara trying to reel in King. King with a few mistakes here in the last 10 minutes. He's had numerous mistakes as Hara is in. Hara's in for fuel for what possibly be his last. Smooth and steady. Masayuki, a fresh tank, down and away. Wow. That was maybe his fastest stop.
Hara outpaced everyone in North Carolina on pit stops. At this race, it looks like everybody's on the same schedule, about 7.5 minutes or so.
Now here's a good split screen coverage. You can see our leader, Cody King, coming into the pitcher mount area, and then Atsushi Hara going over the big jump into the back over that doubles. So that gives him about a 10 to 11 second gap between the two of these guys that Cody King has built over your defending champion, Atsushi Hara.
About a 13-second lead for Cody King right now.
That is quite a bit here in our World Championship final. And these guys now have to start thinking about it, Charlie. Cody King, relatively young. I think he's about 19 years old. One of the top guns from Southern California. But you just wonder, at what time does he start thinking, hey, I am close to being the next world champion?
That may be one of the strong parts, is maybe they don't think all that much. But
Cody
pushing hard right now, trying to do something with that double single line that he's been working on, trying to find a new line so they can stay with the double single. He seems to have a game plan, and that's the line he wants to run. That's what he feels the most comfortable with. I think that changing up the rhythm through a high-speed section of the track may be a little trickier than just kind of jumping past the rut, so to speak.
Hara now starting to close in a little bit the last couple laps, going a bit faster on lap times as he goes over the step up and step off, coming across his start-finish line. Another lap in the books here for the reigning world champion as he continues his climb. Oh, Billy Easton sends it into the retaining fence there. The marshal is right there, but a hard crash there for Billy Easton.
See, Marshall came from off the screen there and ninja hopped onto that tabletop.
Doing a high jump, yeah.
These guys have been out here all week long marshaling cars for these guys in the blazing sun, and the racers definitely appreciate all the work they're doing, because at normal events, the drivers have to do their own quarter marshaling.
That's correct, but here at the World Championships in Thailand, they have hired marshals that are staged out there, and the drivers definitely appreciate not having to be out there in the heat to marshal that it is. As we watch Cody King continue to lead the way down the start-finish line, he goes. Cody King continues his charge at his first World Championship title.
Pushing down the hill, you see him slam on the brakes, the nose dips down, here it comes into the concrete cross-section, just rubbing against that barrier through this off-camber downhill, going over the double, pretty smooth, a little flatlander there. You see Hara now closing the gap, as he was a good 13 seconds back, now maybe 4 or 5 seconds back from Mr. King.
So a couple mistakes by Cody over the previous laps, and some very, very good laps here. Asushi Hara able to close in. And Asushi, one of the guys, he'll tell you, normally drives at about 80, 90% of what he's capable of, but when he needs to push it, he will. These guys can push these machines to the ultimate limit. They know how to get the most out of them, and you see that gap now starting to close as Asushi Hara from Japan starts to reel in Cody King.
You'll see King coming just on the bottom of your screen, and there's Hara right there in that black and pink car with the white wheels starting to close the gap. Here they come through the off-camber section over the double. Once again, a little bit of overjump. You see the big puff of track dust coming up as the chassis slaps down on the ground.
A couple turns ago, you saw Cody get the right front tire hung up on the tire. It only cost him a few tenths of a second, but that is something that Hara will see, and he'll know that Cody's feeling the pressure. He knows Hara's behind him, and he continues to push and close in on King. These guys starting to really start thinking about, hey, the World Championship title is close. Cody King can see it in front of him. Hara's thinking about, maybe, am I going to be able to catch Cody and repeat here as world champion? As they start to tighten up here, Asushi Hara is catching King.
Hara's been closing the gap for the last several laps here and starting to get a glimpse of the back door of King right now, as he's within about a second and a half, I'd say.
You can see, again, Cody into that very difficult. Hara a bit wider that time. Yeah, trying to avoid that big divot there as they landed, as Hara continued to close in on King.
You see when King comes through that section, over that single, there's a big puff of dirt, basically, and that's his car slapping through that rut.
And it is a very big rut as this race has progressed. As they come across the start-finish line, a very, very good race. Hara continues to close on Cody King.
So they work their way down the main straight, coming through the Talladega turn, down the hill, around the 180. Oh, and a huge bobble there by King as Hara to the inside. Hara, your new race leader.
Oh, my goodness, you can hear the crowd go crazy.
Oh, no.
Oh, man, Hara gives it right back as Cody King gets the lead back. What a change of events there. The first major miscue there from Cody King, giving Hara a chance to go to the inside, and Hara gives it right back, much to the dismay of the fans.
Yeah, Hara tried to single just to play it safe. The car stepped out on him, and King took the spot back. So here they go, nose to tail. The battle for the World Championship rages on with just a handful of laps left.
Oh, man, the crowd cheering on Hara, trying to get by the American Cody King. And what a race we have after the countless amount of laps these guys that went at it. It comes down to this for the World Championship. Hara and King. Now Hara catches the same corner that Cody King did. Cody King gets it all kinds of sideways. into the double, coming up to a bit of traffic.
And Hara, you see, pushing hard right there, steps up. Oh no! Hara with another mistake as he tries to run the ski jump ultra clean, comes up short, cases that, and then rolls it on the exit as well.
That is a huge break there for Cody King, as Hara making a costly error there and gives Cody King a massive lead.
So Cody King got nothing but clear track in front of him right now and no real pressure from our second spot runner of Atsushi Hara.
Man, what a finish we got in front of us as Cody King here. It looks like, Charlie, we have just maybe 3 laps left to go here in a World Championship title. It is Cody King from the United States out front, having a World Championship in front of him.
He can taste it. I bet his knees are rattling, his hands are shaking, and I bet his dad is going berserk in the pit lane right now.
I was just going to say that. I bet you his dad is beside himself in the pit lane thinking, how many years have they raced together to come to this point here as Cody King is poised to be the next world champion.
Cody King rounding the burial mound one more time over the single, coming into the 5 jump, going triple, double through the pitcher's mound, stepping up now, stepping off. Here he comes through the left-hander across the carousel. 2 laps left to go for Cody King.
What an amazing race we have. Cody King here with a big chunk of real estate between him and Hara. Those costly mistakes right now proving to be the difference here between King and the gap to Hara's. Cody King coming to that off camber. Let's see if he's going to take the double.
Of course.
He still does. No safety line there. He is still pushing it.
Rhythm is rhythm for Mr. King. You see him just pushing it through everything, not playing it safe anywhere, driving right through that rut every lap. Here he comes through the pitcher's mound. You see Hara trying to make up some ground right now, the pink and black car.
He's got a huge chunk of real estate. One more time here into the triple doubles goes Cody King. Oh, man, wing way high in the air. He saved it there by Cody King as he comes around the start-finish line for another lap. Cody King poised here. His chance to be the world champion.
Oh, that was my mistake. This is 2 laps to go.
So Cody King looking good. You can see Hara is not even in the screen yet. Let's see where he is. There he is as he flashes by to the top of the screen. So a huge gap, and now the safety line comes into play there, Charlie, for Cody King out front as he rolls. Oh, no. Man! Rolls it over that roller, puts it into the fence. Luckily, it's okay. Makes it through that single double this time, and Cody King continues to lead this final.
Hara could see that from where he was on the track, and I'm sure that just got the fire stoked up a little bit hotter.
Cody King just needs to keep it clean.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, another mistake. Luckily, rubber side down for Cody King, and almost tragedy again as Cody King comes around. This should be the final lap, Charlie, at the World Championship event. It is Cody King out front for the United States. There's a great shot of the young man there, 21 years old, driving for Team Kyosho from Southern California, United States of America. Cody King, not one of the favorites coming here, not even on the radar, maybe top 10 at best, but he has showed he is on his game here in Thailand. Cody King, a half a lap to go. This is a dream that him and his dad have talked about, they have dreamed about, and he is a half a lap away. He has been tested and challenged by some of the best in the world as Hara has thrown everything he could at him, and as Cody King, 2 more big obstacles in front of him. Through the triple doubles he goes, to the step up and step off. One more turn as he comes around. It is Cody King, your 2010 champion of the world.
Cody King absolutely ecstatic. You see his teammates up on the driver's stand with a big smile, chucks his hat off onto the track. Speechless right now. An unbelievable feat for an almost unknown driver.
What an amazing, you see the emotions right there from Cody King. He came here with that little bit of dream thinking, you know, I have it inside me. Oh, there is a view of Atsushi Hara. His hopes crushed by them. 2 mistakes there for his second and back-to-back world title. A big hug from his Kyosho teammate, Jared Tebow. And there you go. You see Paul King down there with Mark Pivitas in a red shirt. Adrian Bertine, the owner of Kyosho there, the car company right there. And Cody King hosting the World Championship trophy.
So the finishing results, Reno Savoia from France finishing in the 12th spot. Mayfield with some rough luck going to finish 11th.
10th spot is going to be Ryan Cavalieri. 9th is Jorn Neumann.
8th spot going to be Robert Battier. And then 7th spot, hard charging Adam Drake.
6th is going to be Jeremy Courts. 5th is Billy Easton.
Comic Bride from Australia going to be 4th. Tebow going to wrap up the podium in the 3rd spot.
2nd spot is Hara, and your brand new world champion from the United States, Cody King. We're here. The celebration is far from over. We're here with Cody King just coming off the podium. You are the world champ.
Dude, it's unbelievable. I mean, everybody that's helped me, Mark, all the running we've done to come up to this race, and everybody back home cheering me on, my brother, my girlfriend, my friends, everybody telling me I could do it. I guess I could.
You did. You definitely did it. What was your strategy going out for the 60-minute final? I mean, anything can happen. We knew stuff was going to happen to some drivers. You had a really good race. What was your mindset going out there?
I mean, I just wanted to do clean laps. You know, the halfway point, I was still right there. You know, it was a great race. All four of us. Cavallari was right there as well, and I just wanted to do clean laps. There was nothing else going through my head besides don't give it up. Don't give up. Just stay right here where you are. And, you know, unfortunately, Jared had that issue with, I don't know what happened, flame out, and Hara had that big crash over the back double. And right when that happened, I just took a deep breath and told myself I could win. I can do this. You know, whatever it was, 5 minutes left, however much longer. And I just stayed consistent and world champion.
That's it. 2 years ago in Charlotte, just made the bottom. Final didn't go like you wanted. But, hey, did you ever think 2 years, hey, I'm going to be world champ?
I knew it was possible. I came in wanting to get in the main, you know, do a podium, top 5, and I won.
That's it. Yeah, you did. You earned it fair and square, and you should be very proud.
I am. Thank you.
On behalf of Marshall Scari, Charlie Sawanka, and the entire Live RC crew, I'm Scotty Ernst, and it's been a pleasure to bring you coverage of the 2010 World Championships. We invite you to go to liverc.com to learn more about the great hobby of radio-controlled cars and to see more footage of the World Championships. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time.